the Swans lineup at the moment. There has been a late change to the lineup. Anis Nur dropping to the bench after pulling up in the warm-up. Josh Barker in goal, with defence of Jaden Crowhurst, Josh Tobin, Joey Jones, Archie Proctor and Elliot Bolton. Paul Field also in defence as well. And it's Mason Abeng, David Rogalski, Joel Powell and Nana Owusu up top for the Swans. On the bench it's Owen Bolger, Lucas DeFeece, Anis Nur and assistant manager Darren Simpson. Might be mixing in the second half as well, who knows? He hasn't made a Swans appearance for nearly 3 years. So it'll be interesting to see if he does make an appearance today. Most particularly given it's a almost entirely new squad. 13 new faces being added over the summer to the Swans ranks. Plymouth Parkway coming forward again, and they've got a bit of space to work with. It's Dylan Jones out wide for Parkway, who puts the ball into the box. It's clipped goalwards, and Josh Barker gets down to make the save. It wasn't a particularly powerful header, but it was one that he had to deal with nonetheless. What can Nana Owusu do from this? It certainly looks like he's lining up to shoot. Nana Owusu for the Swans. It's a good shot, and it's one that forces a save out of the keeper. And that one has gone out for a corner. Happy to go back to Joey Jones, and Swans need to swing the possession pendulum here now. Just keep the ball. Crowhurst with a ball across to Elliot Bolton, who's picked that one up well. The ball just once again sticking to the surface. There is a lot of water in the ground at the moment. Joey Jones with it. It's opening up for the Swans here. Inside ball to Rogalski. Rogalski rounds the goalkeeper, and Rogalski sends that one just wide. That was a gilt-edged opportunity. A brilliant ball. Reverse ball from Joey Jones through to David Rogalski, who's normally so reliable in front of goal. And he just couldn't get his bearings. And that one whistles inches wide of the far post. Done it twice in our last 2 games for the opener. Away to Hanworth Villa last Friday night. And then again on Tuesday night for the replay. Josh Tobin, who obviously scored that magical goal from 45 yards, lobbing the keeper here in April. It's a crossfield ball. This is going to skid, and Abeng picks that one up. Crowhurst is inside, and he's found him, Crowhurst, with a ball in, and that one testing off the bar. Rogalski on the rebound. Can Rogalski score? And David Rogalski puts that one home for the Swans. The ball across from Jaden Crowhurst came off the angle and bounced into the path of David Rogalski, who's got his goal after that miss just a few moments ago. The score here at Bolitho Park, Plymouth Parkway 0, Walton and Hersham 1. A really good time to take the lead here after 28 minutes. Rio Garside plays it back. And here he is on the edge of the Swans' third. Goes forward, and it's nicely worked. Dylan Jones, the big threat for Plymouth Parkway, putting that ball across, deflected, stabbed goalwards off the bar. And I'm not sure if Josh Barker got a hand to that. But that was a really, really good chance for Plymouth Parkway. And here they are again. The danger certainly hasn't passed. Chance, and that is a penalty to Parkway. Not a huge amount of complaints from the Swans there, and to be honest with you, I do think it was a penalty. The Swans not aware to that danger there. Can Josh Barker make a big penalty save? Shane White steps up and hammers that one right down the middle of the goal. And Plymouth Parkway draw level. And in fairness to them, they've kept the pressure up since going behind. I really do hope this rain relents, because the surface could get unplayable in the second half. It's a chance for Parkway here, and they send that goal bound. Joey Jones has copped one straight to the midriff. Beng jockeying there. Paul Field. Joey Jones, it's going to be dangerous playing across the box and across the face of goal. It's out to Crowhurst, who's going to fly forward now with one of his trademark runs. Past one man. Inside to Powell. This is really opening up for the Swans. David Rogalski. Can he get a shot away? Rogalski buries it for the Swans. It is absolutely brilliant from David Rogalski, who found a yard in front of his man, looked up towards goal, and with his left foot picked out the bottom corner. What a time to take a lead, to retake the lead right on the stroke of half-time. David Rogalski with his second goal of this first half. And the score as we head into added time of the first half is Plymouth Parkway 1, Walton and Hersham 2. David Rogalski's red-hot form in front of goal continues. That is now 7 goals for him, 6 games in a row. He is a man in top form at the moment. And believe me, at non-league level, that those are costs that are just not, necessary for clubs. And it's not because of violent conduct or, teams being dirty. It's just because referees want to make themselves the stars of the show. And it doesn't do the clubs any service financially. So that is why, from our perspective, it is very frustrating. So I hope that sheds a bit of light on the frustration that you've seen. Ball into the box. Archie Proctor's underneath it. That one bouncing around. Parkway going to try and get a shot away here. Camped in the Swans box towards the edge. And Josh Barker doing really, really well to tip that one over. The Plymouth Parkway number 17 has just gone in the book there for saying, well, I won't repeat that on commentary, but I think he was more frustrated at himself in the corner and he's just been booked for it. So who knows? Anyone's guess at this point. Nano Owusu goes wide to Mason Abeng. Joey Jones inside to Nano Owusu. Lucas DeFeece is up there, the number 6 for the Swans. Owusu trying to get wide into those positions where he loves to take men on. Joey Jones to DeFeece, has got a lot of space in front of him. What can DeFeece work here? DeFeece takes it inside, goes across to Abeng. Abeng skies that. And that is into the forest behind the goal. That opened up really well for the Swans who moved that ball quickly. Bouncing across the goal. It's a chance to have a shot here. It's a goal-bound effort. And it's straight into the very grateful gloves of Josh Barker. That could have been deflected, could have gone anywhere. Nana Owusu. Giving that one away. Parkway with a chance to come forward again. It's a great ball through. And Josh Barker with a brilliant save. Danger hasn't passed. And Elliot Bolton with a bad foul on him. And it's a second yellow card. That was a really, really bad challenge. It was late and high into Elliot Bolton, who's down in agony here. Oh my word, Josh Barker, you beauty. Oh my Lord. There's certainly been a bit of stoppages within this period of injury time. Over 2,000 people tuning in live online. Josh effing Barker, says Jason Axline. That is full time. That is a massive, massive win from the Swans, who have clung on for dear life in the final stages here. David Rogalski with a double in the first half gave the Swans a 2-1 lead at half time. And the Swans have weathered the storm here in West Devon to go top of the league, I believe. Bill, an incredible battle here in Plymouth in some of the most horrific conditions that we've seen a football match played in quite a while. How was that for you today, watching that?
Yeah, definitely a battle, that's for sure. And I think I say this every time, but credit to Plymouth. I thought they were genuinely like the toughest team we played against. I think sometimes the travel comes into that, the location of the game. It's a different pitch. The weather didn't help us, but I thought some of their ideas in their build-up were really good. It was hard to actually press them. Just lacked the finishing touch, but I thought they were a good team. But yeah, we just had to find a different side to us today. And yeah, just a complete grind, mate, and just really happy that we could hold on.
The Swans came here in April, and similarly to today, we were 2-1 up going into that added time period. We ran out of steam in April, but obviously a bit of change to how we've approached things this season. We came up last night, a lot of the boys much more rested and fresh for today. Did that play a big factor in being able to cling on for those last 15 minutes?
I think it did. It did remind me of the game we came here last year. Similar, we were holding on. Last 10, 15 minutes, I think For some reason, the ref was giving them corners when it should have been a goal kick, but that's whatever. But I think when you travel up the day of a game, when you've had 4 or 5 hours sleep, maybe your concentration levels aren't as high as they could be. So I felt, the fact that we were well rested today, had a good bit of breakfast today as a team, a little bit of a bonding session. So I think that all plays a part, and really happy.
It was not a game with many chances for the Swans, but that man, David Rogalski, so clinical, grabbing a brilliant goal just before the stroke of half-time that ultimately settled the game. How good was he again today and his influence in just finding those moments for the Swans?
Yeah, superb. I've said this a few times, like what a player he is, and we're really lucky to have him. I did feel like we should have used him a little bit more today, and the game was tough for us. It was hard to build. The press that Plymouth put on us, they were trying to show us down the left-hand side of the pitch, and they were swarming us, and we just needed to skip a layer sometimes and use Dave, but we didn't. And but whenever he gets involved in the play, in the build-up, he's neat and tidy, secure, and then when he's needed, he pops up with a goal. So no gripes with Dave at all. I thought he was superb.
On the note of good performances, it was another really, really strong performance from Jayden Crowhurst today, who pretty much had Dylan Jones pocketed for the entire game. How good was he today for the Swans?
Excellent. I thought he started quiet. He looked like he might have travelled up the day of the game, but no, he was really good. He had a shaky 10 minutes, as we all did. New environment, new pitch. I think sometimes that happens. But he was selected for that reason. We knew that their left winger had pace and was decent 1v1 and was their sort of danger man. And I think Jayden's quick, strong, good 1v1 defender. And then when he gets the ball, he's able to overlap and explode and create 3v2s in the wide areas. So, really happy with him. I thought he was excellent today, so well done.
Yeah, finally, looking ahead to next week, it's another massive week for the Swans. 2 games at the Hub, firstly at home to Hanwell Town in midweek, and then the big one at home to Farnborough on Saturday. How are we feeling heading into those 2 games?
Yeah, I think similar to after the game against Hanworth, just quite tired at the minute. I think we're low on bodies. We've got a few injuries in the group. I think we've got maybe 5 lads that are out injured at the moment. So Daz had to sit on the bench today. Just glad we didn't have to bring him on. But no, looking forward to those 2 games. Hanwell started well this season. I think they've got some good players. Seem like they're scoring a lot of goals, so that'll be tricky. I'm going to have to try and look into them in the next couple of days. And then, Farnborough at home should be a really good one. Hopefully we can pack out the Hub and make that a good game.